It's true. That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Second with nobody out. 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. Mays racing over to make the catch. Okay, let's check out the lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Next to hit, Miguel Cabrera. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Dives, but he can't get it. It's a foul ball. One out and a runner at second. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. On the ground. Turner with the throw to first. Out number 2.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Delgado. Another solid power season. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And brings it in at the wall. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Welcome back. Towing the slab in today's game, Robin Ramos.
Allowed 10 hits in his last start, and I know they're concerned about his mechanics. Maybe he's giving something away to the other side. Made some adjustments in between starts. Look for him to have a good one today.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now for the Jays, Trey Turner. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Zengi, how about this? From 2019 through 2022, Trey Turner had a higher slugging percentage than Carlos Correa, Corey Seager, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Ronald Acuna. The pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that's in for a strike. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. That one missed. That misses the zone, and now it's 3-2.
That's excellent location for a pitch like that. It looks like it's going to be a strike, and then it just runs in on the hands. So if you can command it and hitters have to respect it, just keep going in there until they make you make an adjustment. Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Number 47 in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Fought off foul. Runner on the go. And a count 1-2. Popped up. Cabrera on the run towards the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Andrew Benintendi.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him. Make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Willie Mays in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ramos, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit.
And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And it's even up.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Turner at first, one gone. That's out to center field. Griffey gets under it. And there are 2 outs.
Batting fourth, the right fielder.
Now it's Franmil Reyes. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. Inside, just missed.
It's a good take.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Blue Jays held in check, scoreless after 1. second inning set to go. And the batter now, Tim Salmon. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Kicks and deals.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now at the plate, Robin Ramos. No score here in the second. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Willie Mays makes the play, and there's one down. This is Bryson Stott. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
And it's fouled away. And a 1-1. And a swing and a miss. Next offering way off the plate.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
2-2. Outside. Got him swinging.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. First offering misses the mark. Salmon, the runner at first with two gone. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Jairo Munoz swings through it for strike one. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. That's strike two. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. pulled the string on the changeup.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Sure, why not? Yeah, man.
Batting six, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
No ball, one strike.
Batting in, the catcher, John Murphy. Leading off for Connecticut, the left fielder, Dizzy Wall.
Hold on. Up. No ball, two straight. One and two.
Ken Griffey Jr.
One ball, no strike. One and one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3.
Good hustle.
Check
So I was
1 2,
wrong.
check 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3. Good hustle. At the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 1. Circle change finds the outside corner. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. No score here in the top of the third at Rogers Center. Let's hope that this is working. Fastball from Garrett Whitlock off the plate. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Hello there, Mr. Rob. Can you hear my voice? I wonder. Trying to get the audio to work with the PS5. Next up, Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 1, grounded out in the first. 2 outs, top of the third inning. About 2-hopper to the shortstop. Fires in time. 1 2 3 innings, side retired. Hello, Mr. Rob. So I'm not using a headset. I'd like to actually put the headset on. Let me know if you can still hear me after I plugged in the headset. Because I feel like right now I'm talking without a headset on. And I'm going to plug it in. 3, 2, 1. 2, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Testing 1, 2, 3. Mr. Outlander, for some reason I cannot get a headset to work when I plug it into the PS5 controller. I have to unplug the headset in order to broadcast my audio, basically just talking ambiently to the controller. Hello, Mr. Rob. Hello, Outlander. This is MLB The Show 23 on my PS5. It's the created franchise for the Connecticut Knights against the Toronto Blue Jays. Bottom of 3 at Rogers Center. Robin Ramos on the mound, 14-4 on the season. Fastball misses outside ball 1 to Edgar Martinez. So on this created franchise, there are actually twin brothers, Chris Ramos and Robin Ramos. Chris Ramos plays left field. Fastball misses outside corner, 2 balls and no strikes. So Chris Ramos plays left field. Robin Ramos is a starting pitcher who also plays designated hitter, a two-way player like Shohei Ohtani. Unfortunately, in this created franchise, popped up, Mitch Garver in foul territory makes the catch 1 away. Unfortunately, Chris Ramos, the left fielder, is injured for the entire season. So he's out. Taking his place in left field is Dizzy Walsh. Trey Turner steps up to the plate, 20 homers, 63 runs batted in on the season, 1 away. So, twin brothers, one of them is down for the count. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. So he represents the family now on the mound and at the plate. This is year number 4 in the creative franchise, the year 2026. 2-hopper to the second baseman, Brian Stott, over to first, 2 away. So 2 down, bases empty. Up steps Cole Young, who popped out in the first. He's hitting .241 on the season. Connecticut Knights have taken a spot in the American League East, fastball at the knees for strike 1. They've taken a spot in the American League Eastern Division. Right now they have a 2-game lead in the East. Fastball in there, strike 2. Welcome to the broadcast. I am Chris Ramos. Special event, doing a little unique original play-by-play. Thank you for watching. 0-2 pitch is grounded up the middle, backhanded by Stott, crosses body in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Ramos on the mound. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. No score here at Rogers Center. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stepping up to the plate is Carlos Delgado. Flew out in the first. Leads the team with 102 runs batted in here in August. Garrett Whitlock on the mound for the Blue Jays. Fastball misses outside ball 1. Carlos Delgado, I believe, played for the New York Mets. Pops it up, left field line, in foul territory, makes the catch, 1 away. Nice running play by Andrew Benintendi over there in left field for the Blue Jays. Tim Salmon, all-star from the 1990s, singled in the 2nd inning. 17 homers, 59 runs batted in. Here comes the pitch. Slicing, foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball, oh, check that, sinking fastball misses the outside corner. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Slicing down the right field line, and that will be in there. It's off the middle of the outfield wall. He slides into second. It is a 1-out double for Tim Salmon. 21st double of the season. Here's the replay. If he juiced it, he might have gotten it out. He was about 6 feet from being a solo homer. So Runner in scoring position at second. Robin Ramos, the starting pitcher, gets his turn at the plate, takes a circle change inside ball one. Flew out in the second. He's 0 for 1. He has 20 homers and 68 runs batted in during the season. Again, we got about a month and a half left of the regular season. Give you an idea about how those stats approximate over the course of a full season. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Whitlock. Grounder, first base side, foul ball. Count is 2-1. Salmon leads off second, no score. Change up off the plate. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike to Ramos. On deck is the second baseman, Stott. Here comes the 3-1. Slices to left, deep, back goes Benintendi, but he will make the catch in front of the warning track for out number 2. Welcome to the live broadcast. I am Chris Ramos, doing a little live play-by-play. Runner in scoring position for Bryson Stott, who struck out in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. 11 homers, 49 runs batted in on the season. Salmon leads off second. And he yanks it into the seats for foul ball, strike 1. Just gets a piece of the circle change. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Stott. So this is the 4th season for the Connecticut Knights. Circle change outside, count is 1 and 2. 4th season. Out of 3 seasons, they've won the World Series twice. They're going for their 3rd World Championship this season. Off the plate outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Here in the top of the 4th, no score. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired. 3.5, still no score. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Knights and Blue Jays scoreless. MLB The Show 23. Leading off for the Blue Jays, Willie Mays flew out in the first. You may wonder why is Willie Mays on the Blue Jays. We used a fantasy draft to start off this created franchise back when we started up the game. Fouls it down the first base line, out of play, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike to Willie Mays. I think Willie Mays had 660 home runs in real life. Who knows how many he has now, 4 seasons. Fouls it back to the screen, count is 1 and 2. Say hey, Willie. Grounder to third, Cabrera Fields crosses body in time, unaway. Next up, Franmil Reyes struck out in the first. He's 3 for 15 on the season. Obviously a recent call-up here in August for Toronto. Fastball, triple digits on the radar gun, 100 miles an hour. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball just misses the outside corner. Ramos wants to know where that was. I don't know if he agrees with the call, but nevertheless, count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball. Count remains 2 and 2. Strike 3 called. High and tight, 2-away. Second strikeout for Ramos. Here's the replay. Terrible angle. Next up, Josh Naylor. Hitting his first at-bat. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Singled in the second. 254, 16 homers, 49 runs batted in for Naylor. Slicing foul. Count is 0-2. Pops him up. Just on the outfield grass is Stott. Makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Robin Ramos. And after 4 innings of play, we still have no score. Pitcher's duel here at Rogers Center. This is MLB The Show 23. So we go to the top of the 5th. Leading off is the number 9 hitter, Mitch Garver, who had a hit in his first at-bat. Here comes the pitch from Whitlock. Line drive caught. Hit it hard, but right at the shortstop for out number 1. Next up, Yairo Munoz struck out in the 2nd. The runner in scoring position had a chance to take the lead, but circle change inside ball 1. And that's a deep fly ball to center field, but Willie will make the catch in front of the warning track for out number 2. Two down, up steps Dizzy Walsh. Took over for Chris Ramos' season-ending injury in left field to get the starter's job. He's 1 for 2 today. And that's a line drive, but right at the right fielder to retire the side. 4.5, still no score. Wish it could have been a little more exciting, but it is what it is. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Andrew Benintendi singled in the 2nd. Steps in there to lead it off. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Welcome to the live broadcast. Original play-by-play by yours truly. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ground ball up the middle. Munoz fields. Fires. Got him. 1 away. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Still no score. Created franchise of the Connecticut Knights. Low and inside, no call to strike. Jake Fraley is 0 for 1. Checked his swing, but right down the middle, 99 on the radar gun. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Fraley. Out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. Strikeout number 3 for Ramos. So 2 down, bases empty. Sean Murphy, 0 for 1, 221, 17 homers, 50 runs batted in here in August. In there, strike 1, triple digits. Let's do the curve. Just gets a piece of the breaking ball. Count is 0-2 to Murphy. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count will remain 0-2. Let's try the slider. Ground ball passes diving third baseman and into left field. Rounding first, but he will hold. It is a 2-out single for Sean Murphy. And the half inning will continue for the Blue Jays. Next up, Edgar Martinez popped out in the 30s, 0 for 1. Edgar played for the Seattle Mariners in the 1990s and early 2000s. Great hitter. Started out as a third baseman. Ground ball up the middle. Munoz will toss it underhand to second for the force to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. At the end of 5 innings of play, no score. This is MLB The Show 23. Leading off the top of the 6th, Ken Griffey Jr., 0 for 2. Garrett Whitlock, 5 shutout innings up to this point. Bouncer, fielded, and there's 1 away. Next up, Miguel Cabrera. Skinny version of Miguel Cabrera. I wish there was a way that I could make him fat, so that he looks like the Miguel Cabrera that I'm used to. But line drive, dunks in there. It's a 1-out single for Miguel Cabrera. So a runner on for the Knights. Here's the replay. See how skinny he is? In my mind's eye, when I think of Miguel Cabrera, I think of the 30-year-old who's got about 30 extra pounds on him, mostly around the midsection. Next up is the first baseman, Carlos Delgado, who's 0 for 2 today. And that's the line drive to center, racing in. He will not make it. It is 2 consecutive singles here in the top of the 6th inning, and the Connecticut Knights are threatening with 1 out. Here's the replay. A lot of speed in center field from Willie Mays, but he can't make the catch. So up next is Tim Salmon. This season against the Blue Jays, he's hitting .435 with 7 runs batted in. I'm sure he'd like to increase that total here and now. 2 on, 1 out. Whitlock. Swing and a miss at the sinking fastball, strike 1. Blue Jays bullpen, Joel Payampas and Albie Milner. Warming up, getting loose. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball, 4, 6, 3. Double play, side retired. How disappointing. After 5.5 innings of play, still no score. This is MLB The Show 23. Yeah, your sentiment and mine too. So these guys are not doing the play-by-play. I am Chris Ramos, and I am doing the play-by-play. Trey Turner leads it off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. Trey has 63 runs batted in, which is 2nd on the ball club. Ground ball up the middle and through. It's a leadoff single for Trey Turner, and he has speed. They have their leadoff man on. Next up, Cole Young, 0 for 2. Shallow fly ball to left center field. Griff is there, makes the catch for out number 1. Trey retreats to first base. Next up, Say Hey Willie, 0 for 2. 263, 29 homers, 56 runs batted in. Fastball just misses the outside corner. So Willie Mays is 63 home runs shy of the all-time record in this fantasy franchise, this fictional franchise, but that number continuously changes. Fastball just misses high, 2 balls and no strikes. In there, strike 1, 2 balls and 1 strike. Ramos throws to first, got to keep him close. Just gets a piece of the fastball. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mays. Changeup just misses inside. Count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Reyes. Line drive over the head of the second baseman and into right center field. Rounding for second and headed to third is Trey Turner. It'll be first and third and only 1 out, which means that the Blue Jays can score a run from third base without the benefit of a base hit. Deep fly ball breaks the scoreless tie. Mr. Rob says you have a good night. I'm going to sleep, get to work tomorrow. Thank you, Mr. Rob, for tuning in. Much appreciated. First and third, Reyes is up. He's 0 for 2. He does not need a base hit in order to break this scoreless tie. Deep fly ball slicing out of play for strike 1. On the season, Reyes is only 3 for 16. Must be a recent call-up or an injury replacement. Pops him up. In foul territory near home plate, makes the catch. Garver does. And that is a clutch out, 2 away, and the runner at third does not score. Here's the replay. Oh, that angle That camera angle made me seasick. So 2 down, and up steps Josh Naylor. Still a dangerous situation. 1st and 3rd with 2 away. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Curveball in there, strike 2. Josh is hitting an even 300 with runners in scoring position this season. Here comes the 0-2 from Ramos. Fastball high, wastes pitch. 1-2 pound. Swing and a miss. He struck him out and preserves the shutout. 6 shutout innings for Robin Ramos. We go to the bottom of the 6th. No score. Leading off is Robin Ramos, 0 for 2 today with 2 flyouts, hitting .274 on the season. Whitlock is pitching a shutout, just like Ramos is. Deep fly ball down the right field line, but slicing out of play for strike 1. Just gets a piece of the circle change, and there are 2 quick strikes on Ramos. Swing and a miss, ties him in knots, screws him into the ground. Strikeout number 6 for Garrett Whitlock. So with 1 away, up steps Bryson Stott, who's also struck out twice today. He's 0 for 2. We are in the 7th inning. Deep drive, it's got a chance, but foul ball. Strike 1. Outside, count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. 7th inning here at the Rogers Center. Just gets a piece. Count is 2-2. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is the catcher, Mitch Garver. Stott's having a down season. Garver's having a career year. Grounded through the right side. It's a 1-out single for the second baseman. Ground ball with eyes. And the Knights have a base runner. Next up, Garver, 1 for 2. Big lead over there at first. Fastball outside, ball 1. 23 homers and 54 RBIs for Mitch. 35 years old. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. It's a 2-run home run for Mitch Garver. And it is now a 2-0 ball game here in the top of the 7th at Rogers Center. Oh, yeah. Let's watch the replay. Bang. Thought it might go foul. Hooks it around that, I wouldn't want to call it a foul pole, almost looks like a foul stripe. And we've seen enough from Garrett Whitlock, who deserves better. Pitched into the 7th inning, has given up only 2 runs, can only stand to lose. He cannot win, he can only lose. Out of the bullpen for the Blue Jays, Holby Milner, 72nd game, 3-1, 2.31 earned run average. He's had a good season. He'll face Yairo Munoz, who's 0 for 2. Slurve is outside, ball 1. He's a submariner, as you can see. Lefty. Must be nasty on left-hand hitters. Another breaking ball, this time inside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 Knights. Ground ball hard up the middle, fielded, throws across his body. In time, gorgeous play, 2-way. Give credit where credit is due. His momentum was carrying him towards center field. Throws across his body, gets it done. Lineup turns over for the Connecticut Knights. Dizzy Walsh doubled in the first, but otherwise he is 1 for 3 today. Backs him off the plate, ball 1. Dizzy Walsh is a rookie player with dazzling speed. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's been given the full-time job in left field due to the season-ending injury of Chris Ramos. And yes, you heard that correctly. Chris Ramos, twin brother of Robin Ramos. Mitch Garver breaks the scoreless tie. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. 2-0, Connecticut. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Benintendi, 1 for 2 with a single. 250, 21 homers, 66 runs batted in. Ramos deals. Inside, called a strike, ball 1. Check that, strike 1. Mr. Outlander. We have to get into the spirit. It was a 7th-inning stretch. 1 hopper to Munoz. Cross the diamond, in time, 1 away. Next up, Fraley, 0 for 2. Pitches outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Deep fly ball to center. Griffey is back on the warning track in front of the 397 sign. Makes the catch, 2 away. Gave it a ride, but there's just enough real estate out there to keep the ball in the ballpark. So 2 away, bases empty. Sean Murphy singled in the 5th. He is 1 for 2. Strike 1. Ground ball up the first base line, foul. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. 81 pitches here in the bottom of the 7th for Ramos. Line drive. Deep but foul off the net. Left field. 0-2 pitch to Sean. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 7 shutout innings for Ramos. 14-4 on the season, looking for win number 15. It's 2-0, Connecticut. So we go to the top of the 8th. Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 3, grounded out in the 6th inning, his last at-bat. 31 homers, 84 runs batted in, with a month plus left to go. Milner, Submariner. Line drive through the right side. Leadoff single for Ken Griff. Is his hat backwards? His hat should be backwards. So runner at first. Up next, Miguel Cabrera, 1 for 3. Just gets a piece of the circle change, fouls it back, strike 1. Cabrera is hitting .310. He has 18 homers and 60 RBI. Runner leads off first. Nobody out here in the 8th. 2-0 Connecticut. Outside, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. 33,281 here in Rogers Center. Not a sellout. Quick throw to first. He's back. Ground ball, third base side, foul. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Miguel. Grounder through the right side. It's back-to-back singles. No, he's going to third to throw. Not in time. It'll be first and third with nobody out for the Knights. Good base running by Ken Griff. Next up, Carlos Delgado, left-hand hitter against this lefty. just missed. Could have been called strike one. Called the ball by the home plate umpire. Count as 1 ball, no strikes. Sinker is low, 2-0. Delgado has eclipsed the 100 RBI mark for the season already here in August. Pulls it deep, but foul. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. In the dirt, hitters count 3-1. On deck is Tim Salmon. Swing and a miss at the 3-1 pitch. Hello, Sing Venus Unicorn. Here comes the full count pitch to Delgado. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. And he walks them, and the bases are now loaded with Knights. Bases loaded. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. The Connecticut Knights already have a 2-0 lead. Tim Salmon is 2 for 3. Tough spot to be in for the Blue Jays. And he fouls it down the third base line. Strike one. Tim is hitting only .202 with runners in scoring position this season. And that's a deep drive. It's got a chance. It is Gonzo. It's a grand slam home run for Tim Salmon. Home run number 18 on the season. And it's 6-0 Connecticut Knights. Let's watch the replay. Bang. Grand salame. Joel Payamps, 2-2 with a 3.90 earned run average this season. He comes in with bases empty, leading off for Payamps. Pitches high but called a strike to Robin Ramos, 0 for 3 today. He now has a 6-0 advantage. Deep drive. Back goes the right fielder, but in front of the warning track will make the catch for the first out here in the 8th. Welcome for those of you that have just joined. This is MLB The Show 23. I am Chris Ramos. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's a 6-0 lead for the Connecticut Knights. Fastball, or check that slider, outside ball 1. It was a pitcher's duel. Line drive, foul. Pitcher's duel until the 7th, when a 2-run homer allowed the Knights to take the lead. And those of you that have just joined us, fouls at third base side, jump throw, Edgar Martinez, gorgeous play, got to give credit where credit is due. Edgar Martinez in real life never had a play that good from third. His momentum carries him into foul territory, jump throw from the third base bag. In time, 2 away. Mitch Garver had a 2-run home run in his last at-bat, and he's making a bid for in this at-bat, but he pulls it foul for strike 1. 2 for 3 today. Anyway, those of you that just joined missed a grand slam home run from Tim Salmon. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Garver. And that's a line drive caught. And the side is retired. But again, Tim Salmon, all-star from the 1990s, grand salame. It is Gonzo, 6-0. Connecticut leads. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Edgar Martinez, 0 for 2. Fastball in there, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball misses low and outside. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pops it upstairs behind home plate. The at-bat will continue. For those of you that are sticking around Today is going to be a doubleheader. I repeat, today is going to be a doubleheader, meaning that at the conclusion of this game, I will do some administrative duties in the lobby, the menu options, and then we will kick off game 2 of today's doubleheader. Strike 3 called. And there's one away here in the bottom of the 8th. That's strikeout number 6 for Robin Ramos. Next up, the lineup turns over for the Blue Jays. Trey Turner, single in the 6th. He's 1 for 2. 1 out, bases empty. 6-0 lead for the Knights. And he fouls it down the line for strike number 1. Pitcher looked high but called a strike. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Turner. Oh, looked like a strike. Home plate umpire calls it a ball. It's 1-2. Looked like strike 3. Ground ball caught by Stott. Gets dirty. Throws in time. 2-away. Gorgeous play by Bryson Stott. Let's see the replay. Get that uniform dirty. They have another for you from his knees. So 2 down, bases empty. Cole Young steps in. He's 0 for 3. Fastball low. Ball 1. Again, I repeat, this is a doubleheader. First game of a doubleheader. Stay tuned for game 2 of the doubleheader. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Count is 2-1. Deep fly ball, right center field. Charging is Griffey, and he will not make it. Round second, he will hold as a 2-out double by Cole Young. His second double of the season. Here's the replay. Ouch. I thought Griff was going to run it down, but not even he has that kind of speed. High fastball. Next up, Willie Mays. Hard line drive, but fouls for strike 1. Runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 8th. 6-0 Connecticut leads. Going to leave you on the doubleheader. It's kids' bedtime. Well, I apologize, Mr. Outlander. It is late in the evening, even on the West Coast. Count to Willie Mays is 0-2. Fouls off the curve. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Checked his swing. No, he did not. Home play umpire said you went too far. Strike 3. Side retired. 8 shutout innings for Robin Ramos. At the end of 8, it's 6-0 Connecticut. This is MLB The Show 23. Leading off, Jairo Munoz. Late replacement for Derek Jeter. Pulled his, I guess, hamstring in pregame warm-ups. I don't know. A little late on the fastball, fouls it up the first base line, strike 1. Munoz is 0 for 3 today. Checked his swing. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Out in front, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Count is 1-2. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Late on the fastball, jammed him. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 9th. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lineup will turn over. Dizzy Walsh is on deck. Late. Fouls it down the right field line, out of play. Count will remain full. Out in front of the slider, struck him out. There's one away. He's 0 for 4, the replacement for Derek Jeter. So Dizzy is 1 for 4. He had a double in his first at-bat, 0 for 3 since. Bouncer charges third base on the grass, across the diamond, in time, 2 away. Walsh is retired. Edgar Martinez at third. Griff has a single and a run scored. He is 1 for 4. Steps up there, 2 outs in the ninth. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. And that hits him. Free pass. Next up, Miguel Cabrera, 2 for 4 with 2 singles. That's the line drive headed towards the right fielder. He will make the over-the-shoulder catch to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. The Blue Jays have a lot of work to do. They need 6 runs to tie. Will Robin Ramos get the complete game shutout? Nobody knows. We'll find out. Leading off, Reyes, the right fielder, 0 for 3. Ramos has already eclipsed 100 pitches. Checked his swing, but nevertheless, it's a strike. Count is 0-1. Deep drive, right center field gap. Off the wall, off the scoreboard. Rounding first, he will head to second. The throw to second is up the line, not in time. Leadoff double. His first double of the season. I think he's got like 17 at-bats for the season. Late, maybe like a September, August call-up, if not a September call-up. All right, let's go to the manager's office and the bullpen. And let's warm up Jack Leiter and Bailey Falter. Let's warm them up. And let's have the manager go and have a mound visit. As you can see, the green energy bar is low, but the confidence is high. I like to get Ramos off the mound after 100 pitches, but we're going for the shutout. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth. Deep drive, Walsh chasing it in left, makes the catch. Tagging at second and going to third is the base runner, Reyes. So 1 away, runner at third with less than 2 outs. He can score without the benefit of a base hit. Stepping up to the plate is Andrew Benintendi, who had a single. He is 1 for 3 today. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. The only thing in question at this point is the complete game shutout. Can he preserve the shutout? Change up in the dirt, swings, fouls it off, count is 0-2. Let's go high fastball. And he's late, fouls it off the screen. Count remains 0-2. Oh, and it's a base hit, and the shutout is gone. It's 6-1 Connecticut, here with 1 out in the ninth. Since he is over 100 pitches, it's time to take out the starter. There's no reason for him to push. If it's not a complete game shutout, there's no reason for him to complete the game. So let's go manager, bullpen, lefty, righty, righty. Let's put in Jack Leiter. Ready and waiting, put him in the game. Manager wants the right-hander. Jack Leiter, 3-3 with a 7.48 earned run average. He has not had a good season. That's ERAs in the stratosphere. Okay, and we're not even going to play it. We're going to go quick manage. Fast forward to the end of the game. And the Knights have defeated the Blue Jays 6-1. Those of you that were nice enough to poke your head in and say hello, don't go anywhere, because we're doing a doubleheader. This was game 1 of the doubleheader. Second game to immediately follow. But But in this first game of this doubleheader, Knights win 6-1. Win number 15 on the season for Robin Ramos. He's now 15-4. Okay, let's do a little administrative duties. We'll go exit post game. Confirm exit. Player of the game, Tim Salmon, 3 for 4 with a grand slam home run. Derek Jeter sustained an injury during today's game. He'll be out for a few days. What would you like to do? We'll keep Derek Jeter active. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Just to give you guys a look at what's going on. As you can see, the standings in the AL East, the Knights have a 4-game lead over the New York Yankees in the division. This is late August. Let's go back to the calendar. We're going to advance past 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll go back to Robin Ramos. Let's play this game in the schedule, August 19th at Oakland. View organization's games. Ramos versus Chris Sale. Play game. All preceding games will be simulated. Do you want to continue? Okay. Derek Jeter is no longer injured. What would you like to do? We'll auto-utilize him, obviously. Austin Romero in Double-A, out a day or two. We'll keep him active. Okay, player lock. Play full game at the Athletics. I don't like regional theme, so I'm going to go with the show theme because I just like the show theme better. Robin Ramos is 15-4, going for win number 16. And everybody else in the lineup looks pretty good, energy-wise. So we're just going to press the button and advance it. The Knights, 30 games over 500, 78-48 on the season. Game 2 of this doubleheader, Connecticut Knights baseball. We are live. Welcome. It's not good baseball weather, but we are here to play as the Connecticut Knights visit the Oakland Athletics here in California. On the mound for the Oakland A's, Chris Sale. He's 2-12 on the season. Ugh. If that's any indication, it should be a barn burner. Derek Jeter, 309, 16 homers, 63 RBIs. Will lead off the game for the Connecticut Knights. That's a deep drive, but it will slice foul for strike 1. Jeter's got 37 doubles on the season to lead the Connecticut Knights. And that's a line drive, but the left fielder will make the catch, 1 away. So the lineup for the Connecticut Knights, Jeter led off, Ken Griffey, Miguel Cabrera, Tim Salmon. The DH, the pitcher, Robin Ramos. Batting 5th, Carlos Delgado, Mitch Garver, Bryson Stott. And batting 9th, Dizzy Walsh. So Ken Griffey Jr., 276 average, steps in from the left side. Fastball just misses outside, ball 1. The Oakland A's, 53-74 on the season. Ken leads the ball club with 34 homers here in this mid-August contest. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Ground ball, dives all from his knees, pulls him off the bag, he's safe. Had the makings of a great play, but Alfonso Soriano will be charged with the throwing error. Tough play, though, just to get the glove on the ball. Got the uniform dirty and then just couldn't make. I don't know if I would have given him an error on that. That's a tough play. With Ken Griffey Jr. charging down the line. So next up, Ken Griffey Jr., check that. Miguel Cabrera hitting 309. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball for strike 1. Griff leads off first, 1 out here, top of the first inning, no score. High and tight, 1 ball, 1 strike. Little out in front of the slider. Swing and a miss. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he skies it to center. Center fielder Richie Ashburn makes the catch, 2 away. Griff retreats to first. So 2 down, up steps Tim Salmon, 302, 19 homers, 64 runs batted in. Runner leads off first, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Hard ground ball, but right to the shortstop, who shovels it over to Soriano at second to retire the side. So, Connecticut Knights, nothing. Oakland A's coming to bat. This is MLB, The Show 23. On the mound, going for win number 16 is Robin Ramos. 15-4, 3.16 earned run average. He's in the running for the Cy Young Award this season. We shall see. There's still a month and a half left of the season. Richie Ashburn will lead it off for the Oakland A's. Legendary player hitting 327. Tries to bunt his way on, and it will go foul. Strike 1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Knights are in first place in the American League Eastern Division. They are 30 games over 500 here in mid-August. And it's a line drive towards left center field. Charging is Griff. He will make the catch, 1 away. Nice running play from the center fielder, Griff. Here is your Oakland A's lineup. Larry Walker is your cleanup hitter. Tino Fernandez steps up to the plate with 1 away. Swing and a miss, strike 1. League leaders in earned run average in the American League. As you can see, Robin Ramos' name is in the top 10. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count quickly. No balls and 2 strikes.
That's a ball.
Breaking ball outside, 1-2. Two-seam fastball backs him off the plate. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pops it up. Ramos waves him off. He says, I'm a pitcher, but I'm not just a pitcher. I'm an athlete. I can make the catch. There are 2 away. Edgar Martinez, 297, 26 homers, 66 RBIs. Edgar Martinez. Outside corner, strike 1, triple digits on the radar gun. 100 miles an hour. Grounder up the middle. Jeter fields, fires. Got him. Side retired. So after 1 inning of play here in Oakland, no score. This is MLB The Show 23. We go to the top of the second. The pitcher, also the designated hitter, Robin Ramos, steps up to the plate. 268, 20 homers, 69 runs batted in. Robin Ramos was the Rookie of the Year in 2023, 4 years ago. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2023 Rookie of the Year, he was a Cy Young Award winner in his career so far. Slider outside, count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ricky Holiday is your home plate umpire. Probably a fictional human being. I have no idea if that correlates to an actual living, breathing human. No clue. Slider inside, count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Robin Ramos is a switch hitter like his brother, Chris Ramos. Ground ball inside the third base bag and down the left field line. It is a base hit. He will hold it first, a long single, to lead off the top of the second inning for the Connecticut Knights. Let's see the replay. Here we go. Replay. Ouch. Next up is Carlos Delgado, 311 on the season, lefty. Slider is low, ball 1. Carlos has 32 homers and 102 RBIs with a month and a half left to go in the season. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Ramos leads off first. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Sale delivers. And he chases a slider down and away. Count is 1 and 2 on Delgado. Outside, counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is the catcher, Mitch Garver. Here comes the full count pitch from Chris Sale. And he chased the pitch in the dirt. Would have been ball 4. It would have been first and second, nobody out, but instead he struck him out, and there's 1 away. So Mitch Garver steps in from the right side, hitting .315 on the season. Fouls off the slider, strike 1. Mitch has 24 homers and 56 RBIs, and his claim to fame in this fictional franchise is he was the MVP of the World Series for the Connecticut Knights in 2023. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. I say 2023 because in this fictional franchise, that was 4 years ago. And it was a chopper at the mound. Charging is the pitcher. Spins, fires, safe. Scorer's table calls it a hit. The slowest human being on the mound and the slowest human being racing down the line. It was a contest of snails. Anyway, runners at first and second with 1 out. Up steps Bryson Stott. Up the middle and through. It is a base hit, rounding third and heading. No, they're going to hold the runner. It'll be bases loaded. Smart decision because he threw a dart to home plate. Nice throw by Richie Ashburn. Stott hits a worm burner up the middle. They didn't want it. The third base coach put up the stop sign, and we have the bases loaded with only 1 out for Dizzy Walsh. Fastball inside, ball 1. Dizzy's hitting .291 on the season. He is a injury replacement in left field for the season-ending injury for Chris Ramos. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. He needs to get the bat on the ball. He has a lot of speed. Hard to double up. Let's see what happens. High, 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, the bases are loaded with Knights. Chases a slider, swing and a miss. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the second inning. No score here in Oakland. Here comes the 2-2. Ground ball, 3, 6. Safe, and the run scores. It's a fielder's choice for Dizzy Walsh. He'll get the RBI. They were going for the 3-6-1 double play, but too much speed coming down the line. Dizzy Walsh has a 99 speed and could not double it up. So the runner from third scores. It's 1-0 Connecticut. Next up, Derek Jeter, who's 0 for 1. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. The slow bouncer charging is the third baseman. Crosses body in time, side retired. So they do get a run. And after an inning and a half of baseball, on the road, the Connecticut Knights lead 1-0. Leading off is Larry Walker, 300 average, 26 homers, 92 RBIs. Larry Walker, Hall of Famer, I believe. I know that he was an all-star in the 1990s. In there, strike one. And it's a foul ball. Count is 0-2. Just gets a piece of the fastball to spoil it. Count remains 0-2. Pitch is high, checked his swing, count is 1-2. Curve is low. He wants to know how low. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let's go with the slider, see what happens. Line drive, but Walsh is right there. And there's one away. Next up, Alfonso Soriano, 18 homers, 67 RBIs. Second baseman for the Oakland A's in this fictional franchise. Late on the fastball, fouls it off, strike one. Swing and a miss at the slider, strike two. 1-0 Connecticut. Fastball misses inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he just gets a piece of that curveball to stay alive. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Hard ground ball, base hit through the box. It's a 1-out single for Soriano. He has some speed. They need to keep an eye on him at first base. Next up, Ryan Braun. Steroid kid himself. Hitting 253. Late on the fastball, foul, strike one. I say the steroid kid because he played for the Milwaukee Brewers, I believe, during the steroid controversy back in 2004. Breaking ball in there, strike two. And Alex Rodriguez was the poster child for steroids. And that is also a foul ball. Count will remain 0-2 on Ryan Braun. A-Rod was the poster child for steroids. Ryan Braun was just as guilty. No one, he got a free pass from the media. Pitch looked high, called a strike, and he is retired. First strikeout of the game for Robin Ramos. So 2 down, up steps Corbin Carroll. Outside corner, strike one. League leaders in wins. Julio Arias has 17 wins. As you can see, Robin Ramos is third with 15. 15-4 on the season. Ground ball, foul. Count is 0-2. 2 outs, runner at first. 1-0 lead for the Connecticut Knights. Oh, that's a line drive, base hit. It'll be runners at first and second with 2 away. Runner in scoring position. Next up, Jordan Lawler, hitting only a $193. In there, strike one. Slider inside, call the strike. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Runners lead off first and second. Swing and a miss, struck him outside, retired. End of 2, 1-0, Connecticut. This is MLB The Show 23. Leading off the top of the third, Ken Griffey Jr., who's 0 for 1 but reached on an error in the first inning against Chris Sale. Fouls it back, strike one. Fastball is high. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike to Griffey. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. It's a solo home run for Ken Griffey Jr. Home run number 35 on the season. And the Connecticut Knights now lead 2-0. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Line drive. Down the right field line. Bang. Woof. Distance 413. Second deck. Next up, Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 1. And that's the line drive, but playable. Left fielder makes the catch for out number 1. Next up, Tim Salmon, 0 for 1. 19 homers on the season for Tim Salmon here in mid-August. Hard ground ball to the second baseman, Soriano Fields, fires, got him, 2-away. Robin Ramos, the pitcher and also the designated hitter, had a single and a run scored so far. This is his second plate appearance. Fastball, outside ball 1. Switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty, Chris Sale. He has gone to... That's a deep drive. Charging is Richie Ashburn, but he will have room and will make the catch to retire the side. But a solo home run from Ken Griffey Jr. extends the lead. After 2.5 innings of play here in Oakland, the Knights lead 2-0. So we go to the bottom of the third. Dom Nunez is obviously a late season call-up because he has no statistics, so he's obviously a minor leaguer or maybe an injury replacement. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Check your swing, but home plate umpire says the curveball found the outside corner. Count is quickly, no balls, and 2 strikes. Here comes the slider. Let's see if he can catch it. Oh, backs him off the plate. Count is 1-2. Almost hit him in the knees. Fly ball to left. Walsh is there, makes the catch, 1 away. Next up, lineup turns over for the Athletics. Richie Ashburn is 0 for 1. He's a legendary player. Honestly, I don't remember Richie Ashburn. I don't even remember his name. Walsh is charging, but it falls into foul territory for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Ramos. Deep drive. Salmon will charge it, but it will not be caught. It's off the wall. He will round first, head to second, stop there. It's a 1-out double for Ashburn. That's his 38th double of the campaign. Here's the replay. Ouch. The tying run will come to the plate. Tino Fernandez is 0 for 1. That's a line drive. Salmon is charging. He will not make it. And 1 run will score. He's rounding second. He's heading to third. The throw to third is not in time. It is an RBI triple for Tino Fernandez. It's a 2-1 advantage now. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. They can score without the benefit of the base hit and possibly tie this ball game. Here's the replay. Oh, Salmon looked like he had lead in his shoes. So Edgar Martinez steps up there with an opportunity to tie this ball game without the benefit of a base hit. Fastball in there, triple digits, 101 on the radar gun. Edgar is 0 for 1 today. Breaking ball off the plate, count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Edgar has 26 home runs on the season. Pops him up, foul territory, foul. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit through the box, tie ball game. This ball game is tied at 2 thanks to the RBI single by Edgar Martinez. Here's the replay. No, he didn't get cheated. So runner at first, Larry Walker steps up to the plate, 0 for 1. Fastball is low, ball 1. 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the third. Runner leads off first. There's 1 away for the Oakland A's. High, 2 balls and no strikes. Larry's got 8 runs batted in his last 7 games. Checked his swing, but home plate umpire says it's right down the middle. Count is 2-1. Ground ball, steps on the bag. Throw to second, really no point in that. Actually, it's kind of dangerous. Stepped on the bag for out number 2. The runner will move into scoring position for Alfonso Soriano, who singled in the second. He is 1 for 1. So, with a single, they could possibly take the lead. At the knees for strike 1. Curve is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. I am Chris Ramos. Welcome to Connecticut Knights Baseball. Skied to right, there is Salmon. They make the catch to retire the side, but the Oakland A's score twice to tie this ball game. We go to the top of the 4th, 2-2 tie. No, they are not calling the game. Chris Ramos is calling the game. Stepping up to the plate is Carlos Delgado, the first baseman. Chris Sale on the mound for the A's. Pitch was looked high but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Ground ball through the right side. No, stabs it, throws it in time. 1 away. Nice play by Alfonso Soriano. Showed his range over there at second base. So with 1 out, wait, is Chris Sale getting the hook? Wow, short hook. I guess he was just the opener, I suppose. In relief for the A's, Dylan Lesko, 9-3 with a 3.27 earned run average. This must be their modus operandi. Catcher Mitch Garver steps up, had a single in the first. Single in his first at-bat, that is. Swing and a miss in front of the curveball, strike 1. Sam Bachman is in the bullpen for the A's. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Lesko. And that's a drive, but it will be caught in foul territory, 2 away. They had him played perfectly. So 2 down, up steps by Bryson Stott, who singled in the second inning. It's 1 for 1. 2-2 ball game here in the 4th. Skied it, foul territory, charging is the outfielder, and he will make the catch. Covered a lot of real estate. 1-2-3 inning for Lesko. We will go to the bottom of the 4th. This ball game is tied. This is MLB The Show 23. Stepping up, Brian Braun, the steroid kid, struck out in the second. He's 0 for 1. In there, strike 1. Swing and a miss the fastball. 101 on the radar gun. Count is 0-2. In there, strike 3, throws him with the slider. Strikeout number 3 for Robin Ramos. There's 1 away. Corbin Carroll, who's been putting on a show defensively in right field, check that left field, steps in with 1 away. Line drive to center, Griffey reaches out, makes the catch, 2 away. Nice defensive play by Ken Griffey Jr., the man, the myth, the legend. So 2 down, Jordan Lawler steps up. Strikeout in the second, he's 0 for 1. Fastball misses outside and low, ball 1. 2-2 ball game here in the fourth. Ground ball past the diving first baseman and into right field. The half inning will continue on the 2-out single by Jordan Lawler. Next up, Dom Nunez, who is 0 for 1. Deep fly ball, right field, near the 330 sign. Salmon is on the warning track, makes the catch to retire the side. At the end of 4, we are tied. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Dizzy Walsh leads off. He has an RBI ground out in this game, a fielder's choice. Pushed the first run across for the Connecticut Knights. Let's go deals. Looked high, called the strike, and the count is 0-1. Pulls it, foul. 2 quick strikes on Dizzy. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Dizzy needs to get the ball on the ground and just run, because he can run for days. He has a 99 overall speed. But unfortunately, he does too much of that. Swing and a miss, and there's 1 away. Got to get the bat on the ball. Statcast by Google Cloud, not a sponsor. Pitch sequence. Ouch, strikeout. So with 1 away, Derek Ajita steps up. He's 0 for 2. Inside, ball 1. Hard ground ball to the right side, fielded, fires, got him, 2-way. Next up, with 2 down, Griffey, who had a solo home run in his last at-bat, home run number 35 on the season. I'm sure he'd like to duplicate those results here. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. The right-hander deals. And he fouls off the fastball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Griff. Best player I ever saw in real life, Ken Griffey Jr. Line drive, hooking, foul. Count is 1 and 2. As far as players I have seen with my own 2 eyes in real life, during my lifetime, Ken Griffey Jr. And for a man who hit a home run in his previous at-bat, he gets the ball right between the buttocks. He'll take first base for free.
No, he's safe.
2 outs, runner leads off first for Miguel Cabrera, who's 0 for 2. Out in front, swing and a miss. Count is 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. I can't get over how skinny Miguel Cabrera is in this game. They need to add about 50 pounds on him.
Ball 2.
Curveball is high, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-2 ball game here in the top of the 5th inning. Second game of a day-night doubleheader. And that looks like it's going to bloop in there, and it will. It's a hit for Miguel Cabrera. Runners will be at first and second with 2 down here in the 5th. They are threatening. Next up, Tim Salmon, who's 0 for 2. Swings and misses. Curveball in the dirt, strike 1. Salmon's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts today. Runners lead off first and second. That's a ground ball, base hit through the box. Rounding third and heading home is the base runner. It'll be a 3-2 ball game on the 2-out RBI single by Tim Salmon. Oh, yeah. Come on, give me a replay. Here we go. Ground ball with eyes. Next up, the designated hitter, Robin Ramos. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. Robin had us a single and a run scored. He's not really the designated hitter. He's the pitcher hitting for himself. Misses, 2 balls and no strikes. Hitting only .215 with runners in scoring position this season, however. I'd like to get a hit here to improve that stat. Way out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. Count as 2 balls, 1 strike to Ramos. In there, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 3-2 lead for Connecticut here in the top of the 5th. The pitch from Lesko. And that's up the middle. Another 2-out RBI single as the runner rounds third and heads home. It is not in time. A closer play than I expected, but the lead is still 4-2. Connecticut here in the 5th. Let's watch the replay. I thought he was going to be safe by a mile, and Richie Ashburn throws a strike to home plate and makes it a lot closer than I thought it would be. Almost got him. Nevertheless, it's an RBI single from the pitcher. And it's 4-2 Connecticut. Hard ground ball to the shortstop, over to second for the force to retire the side, but Connecticut pushes 2 runs across, and after 4.5 innings of play here in Oakland, the Knights lead 4-2. Lineup turns over for the A's. Ashburn is 1 for 2 with a double. Steps in to lead off here in the bottom of the 5th. Bunt is foul for strike 1. Thankfully it went foul because otherwise Richie would have been safe at first. Slider in there, strike 2. Slicing, third base line, foul ball. Count remains 0-2. 4-2 Connecticut here in the 5th. Fastball is low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So this is a created franchise on MLB The Show 23. I am Chris Ramos. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. There's 1 away. That's strikeout number 4 for Robin Ramos. So this is a created franchise with a fantasy draft. There are 2 players, twin brothers Ramoses. Chris Ramos, who's the left fielder, and Robin Ramos, who's the starting pitcher, who hits for himself. Unfortunately, one of them is on display, and one of them is on the season-ending disabled list. Chris Ramos, the left fielder, I don't know, he pulled his hamstring or something and needed surgery. He's out for these 6 months. Check the swing. Pitch is inside, 2 balls, no strikes. So Robin Ramos will have to carry the load into the playoffs, and I look forward to next season for Chris to return. 3-0 count. On deck, Edgar Martinez, the hit machine. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Hopefully he has the red light. And he does. In there, strike 1. Still a hitter's count, 3 balls, 1 strike.
That's outside.
And he walked him. So it's a 1-out walk for Tino Fernandez. Next up, Edgar. RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Line drive, foul. Strike 1. Edgar Martinez is the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 5th. Fastball just misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Edgar played for the Seattle Mariners in the 1990s. He was a 300-plus hitter. He started at third base, pitches outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Started at third base, but played most of his time as the designated hitter for the Mariners. Slider just finds the outside corner. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, runner leads off first. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Ramos. And there are 2 away. Here's the replay. Terrible angle. So Larry Walker is 0 for 2. Dangerous hitter. Curve is high. Ball 1. Larry Walker has 92 runs batted in with a month and a half left to go in the season. That should tell you what you need to know about his danger at the plate. But he skies it to center. Griffey makes the catch to retire the side. So at the end of 5, it's an official ball game. Connecticut leads 4-2. Stepping up is Mitch Garver, 1 for 2 with a single here in the 6th. Line drive foul, strike 1. Mitch Garver is having a career year. Line drive foul, count no balls and 2 strikes. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. It is a solo home run for Mitch Garver. His home run number 25 on the season. And just like that, the Connecticut Knights take a 5-2 lead here in the 6th inning. Oh yeah. Close up. Bang. I said he was having a career year. Do I lie? Do I stutter? Sam Bachman takes over pitching duties for the Oakland A's. His record is 7-7 with a 5.96 earned run average out of the bullpen. He will face Bryson Stott, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss at the changeup, strike 1. Bryson is 1 for 2 with a single. 3-run lead for the Connecticut Knights here in the 6th. Out in front, swing and a miss at the backdoor breaking ball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Outside, 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he's out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss, and there's 1 away. Bachman strikes out the first man he faces. Lineup turns over for the Knights. Dizzy Walsh, 0 for 2. He does have an RBI ground out, fielder's choice. Fastball low, ball 1. Swing and a miss, count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Bouncer to the mound, Fields tosses to first in time, and there are 2 away. So with 2 down, up steps Derek Jeter, who's 0 for 3 today. Fastball low, 96 on the radar gun. Ball 1. And that's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap. And it will one-hop the fence. Check that. It will roll to the fence. Rounding first and heading to second. It's a 2-out double for Derek Jeter. Double number 38 on the campaign. 38 doubles to lead the ball club. Here's the replay. Split the right fielder and the center fielder. Next up, Ken Griffey Jr., who did this in the 3rd inning. Bang. Second deck. Line drive. Runner in scoring position with 2 down here in the 6th for Ken Griffey Jr. Fastball high, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Jeter leads off second. And that could be another one. Back goes the right fielder looking up. That's gonzo. It's a 2-run home run for Ken Griffey Jr., his 2nd homer of the game. Home run number 36, and it's now 7-2. Connecticut Knights lead. Here's the replay. Bang. Oh. The other one was farther, but just as impressive. Next up, Miguel Cabrera. Right down the middle, strike 1. Slider off the plate, counts 1 ball and 1 strike to Cabrera. Found the outside corner. Nice. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just found the corner. This time it's inside. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty. Top of the 6th. 7-2 lead for the Knights. And the count will go full 3-2. On deck is Tim Salmon. Grounder to short, backhanded, long throw, but in time to retire the side. But not before the Knights score 3 times to take a 7-2 lead. This is MLB The Show. Leading off the bottom of the 6th is Alfonso Soriano, who's 1 for 2 with a single. Robin Ramos now has some runs to play with. He just needs to throw strikes, and that he does at strike 1. Swing and a miss over the top of the curve. Count is 0-2. Pretty decent breaking ball right there. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, foul. Just missed the first base line, chalk line. Count remains 0-2. The at-bat will continue.
That's a ball.
Misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's ball.
Backs him off the plate, high and tight. Counts 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, that ball's deep. Walsh is back to the track, looking up. That's gone. It's a solo shot for Alfonso Soriano, his 19th of the season, and it's now a 7-3 ball game. Ryan Braun, the steroid kid, steps up. Outside corner, strike 1. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. And he pops it up down the right field line. Charging is Salmon, but it's out of play for strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Ryan Braun. Here's the 0-2. Grounder, backhanded by Stott, jump throw, in time. Nice play by the second baseman for out number 1 here in the 6th. Come on, give us a replay. No replay. Corbin Carroll, 1 for 2 with a single. Here's the pitch from Ramos. In there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, 2-seam fastball, strike 2. Inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it's a fly ball into the left center field gap. Walsh gets there, makes the catch 2 away. With 2 down and bases empty, Jordan Lawler steps up, 1 for 2 with a single. And he pops it up. Shallow center. Jeter is there. Makes the catch to retire the side. A solo shot from Alfonso Soriano gets the Athletics a run closer. However, at the end of 6 innings of play, it's the Connecticut Knights 7, the Oakland A's 3. So we go to the top of the 7th inning. Tim Salmon is going to get up to the plate with the manager. He's going to go to the bullpen. And he's going to get Hunter. Well, I was going to get Hunter Green up. Let's see. Bailey Falter is the left-handed pitcher. For Nunez and Ashburn, Bailey Falter is going to warm up, and he's going to schedule to put him in the game. That will be all for Robin Ramos. 4-run lead, 6 innings. Foul ball for Tim Salmon, and that's strike one. Inside, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Bachman. Gingers have no soul. Off the end of the bat, charging is Ashburn. Will he get there? Yes, he will. And there's 1 down. Next up, Robin Ramos, 2 for 3 today. 2 singles and an RBI. Fouls off the backdoor breaking ball. Slider. Strike one. That's a deep drive. It's got a chance. Ashburn is back near the warning track. He will make the over-the-shoulder catch for the second out. Right in front of the Ricky Henderson sign in right center field. Next up, Carlos Delgado, 0 for 3. 2 outs, bases empty. Hard ground ball to the second baseman. Soriano throws to first in time to retire the side. Time to get up for the 7th inning stretch. Knights lead 7-3. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. In comes Bailey Falter, record 4-0 with a 2.66 earned run average, not too shabby. I only pitch with Robin Ramos, so as a result, we're going to go to quick manage, fast forward to the next half inning so that I can get up and hit. Mitch Garver, due to hit. In the 6th inning, this is what he did. Bang. Home run. Let's see if he can do it again. We're at the top of the 8th. 4-run lead for the Connecticut Knights. Fastball misses inside, ball one. Attendance here in Oakland, 26,654. Not a sellout, obviously. Grounded weakly to first. Steps on the bag, 1 away. Next up, Stott. Bryson Stott, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss fastball, 95 on the radar gun. Strike one. Gingers have no soul. Bloop to left, but left fielder's there, takes the catch, and there are 2 out here in the top of the 8th. I'm just kidding about the Gingers thing. I love Gingers. Just kidding. If you're a Ginger, you have a soul. Dizzy Walsh is 0 for 3. RBI ground out. Fastball misses, ball one. 7-3 Connecticut here in the 8th. Second game of a doubleheader. Deep drive, but curling out of play, foul ball. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Just gets a piece, 1 and 2. Line drive, foul ball. The at-bat will continue. Walsh is the beneficiary of all these extra at-bats. And that's a line drive. It will bloop in there for a base hit. 2-out single for Dizzy Walsh. As I was saying, he's the beneficiary. He gets the starting job in left field, considering that Chris Ramos had a season-ending injury at the All-Star break. So now he gets the benefit, full-time action out there in left field. Next up, Derek Jeter with 2 outs, 1 for 4. Line drive, base hits, 2 for 5. 2-out hit for Jeter. And they will have a pitching change. Chase DeJong, 0 for 0 and 1. Ken Griffey Jr., 2 home runs today. Can he hit a third? This is home run number 1. And here's home run number 2. Can he get home run number 3? 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch. Fastball low and outside, ball one. Nope, but he does get a hit. Rounding third and heading home is Dizzy Walsh. It is going to be an RBI single, a 2-out RBI single by Ken Griffey Jr. They take a 5-run lead. It's Connecticut now leading 8-3. Here's the replay. Slashes it the other way. And with Dizzy racing around third, he scores easily. So next up is Miguel Cabrera with 2 on and 2 out. Low and inside, ball one. And that's a base hit up the middle. Rounding third and heading home is Jeter. He will score. It is another 2-out RBI single and a 9-3 lead for the Connecticut Knights. And the wheels are falling off the wagon for the Oakland A's here in this game. Here's the replay. Just a hard ground ball up the middle. Jeter scores easily from second base. Next up, Tim Salmon, 1 for 4. And that's a hard 2-hopper. So Alfonso backhands it to second for the force to retire the side. But, of course, they score a boatload of runs. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, it's the Knights leading 9-3. This is MLB The Show 23. Okay, Edgar Martinez is up, but I don't pitch with anyone but Ramos. So we're going to quick manage, fast forward to the next half of inning, to the top of the 9th. Solo homer. Okay. Now it's my turn, top of the 9th inning. Robin Ramos, the pitcher, who is the designated hitter for the entire games, 2 for 4. I guess that's a new rule in baseball that I'm not aware of, but I'm happy about it. Pitch from DeJong is outside. I always believe that if the pitcher took the place of the designated hitter, when you take the pitcher out of the game, he loses his DH spot, and the current pitcher would have to hit, but apparently not. Maybe it's a new rule in baseball I'm unaware of. And he slices it to center. It's deep. Richie Ashburn, however, front of the warning track, makes the catch for out number 1 here in the top of the 9th. Next up, Carlos Delgado, who in this hit parade has not yet tallied a hit in the hit column. He's 0 for 4. See what we can do about that. 12-6 is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 5-run lead for the Connecticut Knights here in the top of the 9th inning. Ground ball, hard ground ball to the third baseman. Long throw in time, 2 away. So next up is Mitch Garver, who has a home run today. He's 2 for 4. Catcher for the Knights. And that's a ground ball knocked down by Soriano. Picks it up, throws, not in time. Should be his hit. What will the scores? Yep, scores table says it's a hit. He's one of the slowest human beings there are, but he does beat it out. Next up, Bryson Stott. 2 outs, top of the 9th, 5-run lead already. Now it's all about insurance. See if they can push across another round. But no, it's an easy grounder to second baseman. He shovels it backhand over to the second base bag to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 5-run lead. The A's have a lot of work to do to tie this game, and we are not going to witness it. Quick manage, fast forward, end of game. If we lose, we lose. The Knights have defeated the Athletics 9-5. Win number 16 on the season for Robin Ramos. He's now 16-4. We are in the middle of August. He's in line to win 20 games in this season. Looking forward to it. Thank you for watching. I'm Chris Ramos. This is MLB The Show. It's a created franchise. The Connecticut Knights, they win 9-5. Thanks for watching.